Hello everyone, it has been a hot minute, as I'm sure you know. I took a break because I needed to take some time. I was really run down and tired, and so I don't actually know when this is coming out. I'm currently filming August 22nd. Oh, I needed to look for points of interest, but I don't actually know when this will go up. I'm gonna shoot for like sometime in September, and there will probably have already been a video before this one, but I took a break. I was just tired. I needed to take a break. Sometimes, you know, I can't be on my computer, and I gotta go do other things. So I did other things. I hung out with friends, I wrote some fan fiction, I went to the Ren Fair. I've been doing good, don't worry. Okay, Wilfred notes powerful talisman. I'm gonna pursue vocations. Oh wait, no. Point of interest. Again, we return to the Isle of Kaelmer, hidden in the storm. I have met very few who know of it at all, much less have walked upon its stones and sands. The disconcerting tales of the demise of Kaelmer Ropecollar, who met his end there on that isle, the imps that swarm and breed across the place today, seem not to mind. Having paid witness to the rites firsthand, they have become rather obsessed with it. I sometimes wonder if it is more difficult to conduct the rites with such a boisterous audience. May the dissidents find their way shortly so that the imps may have the contest they desire. And I was going back and forth on changing the difficulty of this game. I've been getting kind of stressed with the liberation rites, but I am just kind of gonna run with, you know, of the outcome of this run is what it is. I have a file on an easier game, so if I want, you know, a perfect run TM or whatever a perfect run is, I have that. But so this is just gonna be whatever it is. I have not changed the difficulty, but if I do end up, I'll let you guys know. But no, we're still on the normal difficulty. No, nothing there. Survey Sharp Shoal with Panatha. After having reached the steady currents of Sharp Shoal, you volunteer to survey the grounds. You prepare to head out. However, your companions beat you to it in this case. Easy does it, reader darling. Wilfred and I were thinking we would take this one. They depart, leaving you to rest up. When they later return with nothing much to report, you are feeling better and are in the midst of deciding which of your vocations to pursue. Let us study in private. I gotta boost my kiddo's stats. You find a quiet corner near the Black Wagon's grounds to delve into the secrets of the Book of Rites, though through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Let's do quickness. I wasted so much time not doing vocations earlier that I gotta do vocations every time to get my stuff up. The 8 scribes who compose the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence. Celerity? Clarity? No, that's not clarity. I don't know what that word is. I'll have to look it up later. Okay, let's continue our journey, because nobody wants to talk yet. To the Isle of Kaelmer to fight some boys. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing toward your wagon, here in the eerie stillness of deathless tempest. Oh, yay! You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Wilfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else!" You thank the messenger imp for the report. Soon it has all your companions talking. I had every faith that our friend Ruki would stand tall and rise to the occasion. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. Ah, the noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all. Tizo is happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. You gained +1 hope for the next rite. Wish Ruki luck. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned it in the previous episode or not, but I am messing with the sound settings, so that'll be fun for a little while. We're experimenting, trying to see if I can cut out some more of the background sound, get some more clarity in some places. But we'll see. It's gonna be fun. I'm learning. Whoa, hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now, I happen to have heard that Mr. Greentail, he's moved on or something like that, right? Well, I just want you to know, he is one of my most favorite customers, and because of that, I'm giving you the same great deals, okay? A flame leech after dousing? Oh, that'd be helpful. We're gonna experiment with that. Those are all temporary. Can't max that out. That seems soupy doopy helpful. And that would be a good trade-off in order to have to drag that all the way back up. Screams. Oh, I don't have his. Oh, that's helpful. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna get anything. We'll see you around, guys. Okay. Nobody wants to say anything, so let's commence the rite. Once more, you have returned to the Isle of Kalimur, and your companions stand ready beneath the still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. You will overhear some of their words to one another as you await the signal in the stars. Our adversaries are to be the dissidents, then. Let's make short work of them, then. Just then, you observe a glint of starlight that begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. This is fun, combat music. Okay. Shax's 6 shoulders.
Shax's 6 shoulders.
Your adversaries shall all return from banishment when all are banished. Oh, I'm gonna act. Your adversaries shall return when all are banished. So you'd really have to balance. Let's just try it. Let's just take a risk for once in our lives and cry when we lose.
Listen well, you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes summon you to the Isle of Kalimur. The triumvirate you stand against shall be the dissidents. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to
This map.
freedom. Now prepare yourselves.
I don't know. It sucks. It sucks so much. Smell that, mates. Looks like we're gonna have to take this one a little serious this time. That's right, because they ain't got Greentail clogging up their ranks no more. He's back home now with his dear old mum where he belongs. Right time you Nightwings dump that deadbeat. Gotta have some standards after all. Just the same, we're gonna stomp you to the ground. Get ready. You're gonna be so fast.
Who shall it be this time?
I'm gonna give you this. And I'm gonna shoot Wolfred.
Wolfred.
Retrude. Just to get her final mastery, this might be a horrible monster. What is going on with you? Both. Okay. It's a horrible mistake. I can feel it on my bones, but we're gonna try.
It is done.
Prepared as ever. Been itching for another go. Let's have at it, mates. Tear him to shreds. I don't remember how Wolfred works. Oh, oh god, I don't know how he works. Okay.
The orbs unclaimed again. All three Nightwings. Poof. But how?
I don't understand how he works. I should not have chosen what's his face.
Your adversary's pyre now burns bright.
I have to restart this. I have to restart this. This is insane. I don't understand how Wolfred works because I haven't played in 83 years. I can't use Wolfred. It has to be somebody else. Oh my god.
The Nightwing's name.
I'll choose Panther. I'm gonna bring you. Fuck it, we'll bring Tizo. I have to do a Skria with. I have to do a practice trial with Wolfred. I don't understand. I know he. Oh god. Oh, horrifying.
Now begin. The orb has left your clutches. An inauspicious
Christ. That's right, I can't cast my aura.
The imp did it. Your demon
Awful.
is banished.
I can't move the Jodariel. Okay, maybe I need to not have her talisman be as awful as it is.
Ooh. Pyre, be gone. But how? A stifled effort. Careless. Verily.
Oh my lord. Jadariel doused their pyres, but baby girl can't cast her aura. Ah, and I jumped right into it.
The orb is loose. Poor Jodariel.
Okay.
Wherever did the Nightwings go? The orb quenches the
This
flame.
is annoying. I can't pick teams for shit.
Splendid. All three.
I gotta restart this again. This team is not working. I don't care. I gotta. The fuck is the point of? It does not work on
Go
Jadariel.
on, then.
I will make Jadariel work. God, she's so slow and awful.
Sir
We'll do Sir
Gilman.
Gilman. We'll do Canada.
Very well. Commence. The first dousing.
Yeah.
Well
Nice.
cast. A blow against the adversary's
House Dire without banishing?
The orb has left your clutches.
Okay.
Onward thus to great.
Good, I don't have to try and douse it with Jadariel.
Yes. Now you poor Nightwings. Now you poor thing.
Oh no. No, I was so close. Okay. But I got all my boys back. I... Oh my lord, I just goofed that one up.
Tamatha banished. But how?
my dream team.
Your demon is banished.
Okay. Yep.
Barker throws himself into the flames.
Gosh, this is tedious.
Spectacular.
I don't care. I don't care that Sir Gilman's carrying my team.
Now end the ceremony. How very fortunate. Oh. Wherever did the Nightwings go? That Barker Aspar sure is rather quick.
The case Sir Gilman carry us.
There. And it is done. Fine, yes, the Nightwings did prevail.
Oh my lord, what a
Alas, that their
nightmare!
adversaries failed to stop them.
Jodariel, I can't keep Jodariel. She's so slow. And I have to do a
end this
trial
night's
right with
proceedings.
Volfred. Oh, you think you're better than us because you beat us fair and square here, is that it? Yeah, at least you got me blood to boil a bit. Oh, he's so British that it's horrible to speak
Always
as an
is there
American.
greater knowledge to be gained.
The rites would have me think that I have nothing left to learn. Whether that be a falsehood or a contradiction, I am yet uncertain. Nonetheless, I shall press on, for the limits of my mastery have always have exceeded my grasp, and I expect they always shall.
Praise be to Solium.
Please God, baby girl, she's so slow. Yay!
Even a traitor heart like Panatha.
Good a time as any to say thanks for having me along on this strange little journey of yours, reader darling. I'm just gonna yoink that. Okay.
Until the stars align.
My lord. I don't think I can keep Jodariel around even though I really want to. She's just so bad with her. I'm so bad with her. After you vanquish the dissidents rather soundly, there is little time for you to rest as yet. The night beckons and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coldness of the season now presents to us another chance. He heads out straight away and you follow in turn. Indeed, among the remaining stars you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The plan to freedom is laid bare before you. Oh, this is a stressful start. Solium, the golden star. Albert. Here we go again, another opportunity to liberate one of our own. Volfred suggests that the plan in the Commonwealth has hit a few snags. His agents need all the help they can get up there. Excuse me. I don't want to lose. I want to liberate my friends. I just have to get rid of Jodariel. I can't. Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Elodial. Picture the rites as a wheel broken free from a black wagon and is turning uncontrollably and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free, either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now, I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining. Those whom we send back into the Commonwealth, should our plan somehow fail, they may look back upon their exile with fondness. So returning to the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there are also those among us who we count on to prevail in the rites. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. We cannot simply grow our numbers here given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes, those choices affect us all. No pressure there, my kin. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let's set forth again at daybreak. Shax's 6 shoulders in the world of words of Under King Ors, the Sea Sojourner. Much can be learned of the bravery from the tale of Haub the Swallow, the imp who alone felled the muscular and altogether terrifying bone titan called Shax's 6 shoulders. 6 shoulders sat listless, his appalling frame refusing to be budged. None dared approach the withered fiend whose plague had spread half across the valley floor. Undeterred, Haub sprang into action whilst we but watched. The little one, he flew into the gaping maw of Shax and lodged himself inside the monster's throat. Shax began then to cough and cough and cough until the valley shook. 6 shoulders breathed his last and fell. His putrid flesh then fizzled and was gone. Yet our friend Imp remained. The dissidents. I myself, in the words of Haub the Swallow the Accursed, I myself, Haub, did form the dissidents under this simple tenet. Those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirates. But Mur, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained as ever at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. Okay. An imp! I'm gonna go bonk him. I exploded him. Oh no. Once more we sail above the fall of Solium. The temple of the 8 scribes awaits us at the summit. None have seen the temple, save for those worthy to conduct the rites there, and myself and my counterpart Celeste. You may then wonder whence it came. The cycle of the rites has turned since the beginning of this age. Over its course, whilst waiting for the cycle's turns, some exiles thus paid tribute to the 8 scribes. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance, or the carved effigies to them along the way, yet it is for triumvirates to decide how best to honor the rites. They chose to honor them as you see here, as you see there. How you remember this, of course, whether you even wish to do so, that is yours to decide. The scribes would not want otherwise. Paper from the scribes. Let's land with Pamitha. Make landing upon Mount Elodial, where Volfred pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs at his pipe before speaking up. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. This means that I myself may soon be worthy to gain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Know, however, that it is not my wish to go just yet. It is true I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a surer footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of us, yourself included, shall find our freedom. If not soon, then by when all of this is over. Seek the Harp Scribe's favor. Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Pamitha visit the monument of Trieste Tithys here in Emperor's Ascent. I have to hand it to you, Pamitha. You have a real gift for getting yourself into one bad situation after another. Now here you are praying to the dead to bring the stars back. Is that it? Maybe you'll get out of here this time. Things might be even worse back home. Soon she has finished paying her respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Trieste Tithys has shown you favor. You soon shall ascend the mountain, though there is time now to pursue your vocations. She gained +1 quickness. Let's go! This afternoon, you feel especially drawn to the Book of Rites and find a place to look upon its words, though greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Let's get +1 presence. The texture of the pages of the book, the foreign binding. Despite the volume's age, it shows so little signs of wear. At times, the power emanating from it almost overwhelms you. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You have tenacity! Whew. This is why I needed a break. This is stressful. I'm essentially... Let's take Tizo. We'll nominate Jadariel. We'll take Tizo and Pamika. So I can zip around with Tizo. En route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Under King Ors, and Tizo happens to take notice. Please tell a great-grandfather I said hello, old friend. I hope you're all right among the stars. You must know why the stars are fading out. Because none of us do, and some of us, I think, are beginning to feel afraid. Please grant us courage to press on. Soon he has finished paying his respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Ors has shown him favor. +3 glory! Holy crap. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this softly for some reason. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? But the lone minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you come forth and state what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Volfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You. I see you wear the raiments again. Once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. Well, I do not know exactly why. I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now and believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwings. I remember well the contemporary whom you mean. Then the Nightwings stand divided. Yes. And so I wear the raiments once again, in case that it may help to right this wrong. For I am Volfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She considers Volfred's words for a moment. I see. Then move along. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste. What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure has it drawn us close as separated us. But if their aim now is to keep us apart for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme, Tariq, and at the gate no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me. Until tomorrow night, Celeste. Having reached the peak of Mount Elodial again, you see the vastness of the downside all around you. It leaves you deep in thought regarding which of your companions ought go free this night, as Ruki did the last time. Hey guys, so like, I don't know what's going on up there with all them stars all acting real weird and stuff, but let me tell you something here. You ain't gonna find a better deal on all this stuff from anybody. I mean anybody in the downside. You can trust me when I tell you that, okay? So go ahead, stock up. Can't sell a bag, what a waste. I'm not gonna buy anything. They didn't buy nothing, Dad. I gotta think about it, dude. Volfred seems to have something on his mind. Volfred looks up as you approach and smiles. I never thought that I would say such things, my kin, but it is good to wear the raiments and the rites once more. The march of time does have a way of healing certain hurts. Besides, the Nightwings of today, we are a very different beast than the triumvirate which took me in almost a decade ago. Ours was a triumvirate of exactly 3. Well, 4 with Tizo. It proved to be an exception, though historically the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. I have mentioned my predecessor, Brighton, and my former companions, Orissa and Orlick. It looks so familiar. And yeah, you're... Orb. Is that Sandra? Is that her name? It's been a minute. Perhaps naively, I'd hoped my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. But seeing as our stories are now intertwined, do let me know if there is more you wish to learn of them. Let's ask about Brighton. You inquire about Brighton, who you understand was liberated prior to when Volfred first joined the Nightwings. I never met Brighton in person, but I know him rather well by now, though for that matter, my kin, so do you. He studies your reaction for a moment, then. Brighton was born wealthy, but not special otherwise. You would have no reason to have heard of him. He was exiled for negligent misconduct. I do not know exactly why, and do not care for spreading rumors. I first heard of him through Orissa and Orlick, who found in me a suitable replacement following his liberation. They spoke little of him. Orlick gave the impression they did not see eye to eye, but he assured me I soon would hear from him myself. Indeed, as I became accustomed to the book which you know well by now, I soon began to hear the voice. Wolford looks at you, as if to see if you yet take his meaning. You see, my kin, after Brighton's liberation, he assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth, and a new responsibility to the triumvirate which liberated him. That voice you hear from time to time, whensoever the stars align, it's his. He is no longer Brighton. He is now none other than Archjustice Androbles the Ninth himself. The Grand Judge and figurehead under whose watch the Commonwealth is governed in this day. Those who violate the law of the Commonwealth face sentencing by the appointed Archjustice. Liberated exiles retain certain burdens to their old triumvirates. They have much to thank them for, not just their freedom, but their exalted status in the Commonwealth. The theocratic rulers of the Commonwealth, they do not wear masks and raiments simply for the sake of ceremony. They are not who they appear to be. Their public pasts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Brighton, that voice. He has no love for either one of us by now. He knows full well what we attempt to do. Yet, he is bound by the tradition of the rites. He shall always stand on ceremony and complain, but I think he knows deep down that he is powerless. How ironic that one of such high status in the Commonwealth should be so frightened of some long-forgotten exiles such as we. Anyway, that's Brighton for you. He must have seen in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's a path you'd wanted to pursue, I should apologize. Now then, whom else should we talk about? Orissa! You ask about Orissa, who you understand betrayed Orlick at the moment of his liberation, but then perished in the Shimmer Pool. I'm afraid you know the brunt of it, my kin. But I suppose you ought to know something of Orissa's past. You be quick to judge her solely by her actions. Mind you, I would never make excuses for the terrible choice she ultimately made, but her life, I understand, was very difficult. Orissa had been exiled for the foulest of acts. You could see it plainly branded on her face, such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. She was an apprentice blacksmith in her youth, taking up the post left by her brother. He had fallen in battle on the blood border, despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Her father never quite recovered after this, and had grown cruel and detached. It was Orissa who took the brunt of his fury. He expected the impossible of her. One day it was all too much for her. So when he next lashed out at her, she just struck back. She struck back. She struck back again and again and again. When they came for her, her father was gone. And she was not herself. She was promptly cast into the downside for the crime, where her hatred for the Commonwealth only grew. Orissa was always intense in her demeanor, haunted by her father's memory. More than that, her chief motive for wanting back her freedom was, in hindsight, not a healthy one. She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the Highwing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth and forever end our feud. What she ultimately did to Orlick, it was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. I do not think it was simply evil, nor do I think that it was personal. I often wondered, though, if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done and the depths to which she had fallen. For years, I must admit, I hated her, but now, my only hope is that she found a peace untenable during her relatively short life in the downside in the Commonwealth. Furthermore, I hope the life of Orissa offers some perspective yet to those who have not made the same, to those of us who have not made the same mistakes. Now then, was there something else? You ask about Orlick, about what Orlick was like when he and Volfred first became acquainted. Volfred remained silent for some time. I was very, very sick, you know, when I first landed in the downside. The long trip down the river must have been a little much for me. It was Orlick who found me. He could not have known of my capacity to read before he revived me. He was a physician, intolerant of the sight of suffering of any kind. Not just any physician, mind you, a gifted, highly decorated one. He served on the front. Back then, skirmishes erupted frequently, and those such as Orlick, they had to deal with many casualties on either side. In time, he said he grew repulsed by what he saw. This sowed in his heart a yearning for an end to all the bloodshed, so he tried to use his status to negotiate a treaty with the Highwing remnants. It must have gone about how you'd expect. He was given direct orders to return to the front, but when he refused to soil his hands again, they cast him to the downside. Here he gained the notice of the Nightwings, and before long he grew to be one of the finest right conductors anyone had ever seen. He was instrumental in the liberation of his companions, whose roles in the triumvirate were later filled by Orissa and me. In time, Orlick's own opportunity for freedom had come up. He longed for it so that with his exalted status he might stand a better chance of negotiating peace. However, on the evening of his liberation, well, you know the story from that point. Volfred breathes a heavy sigh. He and I were kindred spirits for a while. I could not bear to think that he was gone, and now I still cannot entirely believe that he is back. He's our adversary now. Transformed. Grown cold. Still, part of me is happy that he lives. Make no mistake, of course, I shall not be swayed against our plan. Not by Orlick or anyone. As I have said before, we share a higher calling now. As for Orlick, he wants his freedom still, although I wonder if he still remembers why. Anyway, was there something else, my kin? Bid him farewell. You bid Volfred a good afternoon, and leave him with his memories. My pleasure, reader. Reflecting on the past from time to time helps demonstrate how far we've come, yet how much farther we have yet to go.